like a nigga is cable. I'll be on no label, but my clothes be all label.
How did like Corona and the quarantine and shutdown? How did that affect your work and like creative process? Any of that?
So I'll start by saying first, I mean, when everything shut down, nobody was doing nothing. And for a second, I was just like, I was pretty comfortable with it, but it took like a moment where I was just like, a lot of my work consisted on like, because I do a lot of music industry stuff. So I was just like, dang, like my whole career kind of is like based on the entertainment industry. So I thought of ways to just like pivot out of it. And I went through like a little mode where I was like, I don't even know what's next. Like, because there was like the industry's gonna be shut down for like another like 2 years or like a year and a half, unless you like one of them, heavy makers that's like still get to move behind the scenes, so you get to still be active.
Yeah.
So I was like, I don't know what I'm about to do. So I end up going through like a breakup with this girl, and my boy ended up going through a breakup. We were just at the same time, and he hit me, and at that time too, like I just was like privately like meditating and just doing hikes on my own, just healing myself. And I hit my boy up one day, and I was just like, "Yo, bro, you trying to go to I think it was like Watkins Glen or something." I was like, "Yo, you trying to go on a hike, man?" He was just like, "Yo, I'm actually going on a hike that day to Zion Park." I was like, "Oh, word. Well, so let's link up, bro. Let's go do it."
The road
He
to
just like,
Zion?
"Nah, bro. Like it's in Utah," and I'm like, going. And at that time, I think it was like a Friday. We was trying to go Sunday, and I was just like, Utah. Shit, I'm there. It's whatever. I was like, yo, we there. Like, we ended up taking like a cross country trip from Buffalo to Los Angeles, and essentially we was gonna stop in Utah, but one of our boys, he moved to LA, so we was like, we might as well just go all the way full cross country. And long story short, we developed a brand Hike and Meditate, but we really took our time to like really heal. And once I started to heal, then I got into therapy, and I started to really like reassess everything that I had positioned, so I didn't feel like as closed about like the music industry, and like feeling like I was just like hopeless, and like my career relied on other people going up and things of that nature. So after that, I took a pivot from it, and as soon as the world opened back up, for some weird reason, people came. I think just naturally, everybody was like enclosed in their crib, and then when they came out, everyone knew what they wanted to do. So the business just boomed right up.
Word.
Like,
That's
which
how
I didn't
feel with
expect.
us.
But at that time, I had mentally already took myself out of that place of like, nah, it's all cool. And I just wanted to create my own path. But shoot, COVID really helped. Like, it really helped boost the business and morale up. And it gave me a clear vision of like where I was fucking up at, where I was doing immature things, and where the things that I was doing really good, so that I could have a more defined direction.
You got time to really sit down and be able to analyze and
Yeah,
see
yeah,
stuff
for
because you're
real.
probably on the move, on the go all the time, shooting, editing.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah.
I was trash. I remember I was talking to my boy Adrian, him his art, and we was just like, it was just one day we were just tired of just like shooting. We had like another shoot the next day. We just was like chilling in the car, and I was just like, bro, this is a lot. I was like, dude, we are on the move, and he just was like, bro, we might as well get used to it. It ain't never gonna stop. And then when the world went on pause, we touched base again, and I was just like, yo, we is never, ever going to get a chance to stop like this again. We got to take full advantage of this, because I remember when we thought this was never going to happen. So now that it is, like, we really just got to embrace it and take that time to, like, relax and actually rest and really, like, shift the value of what life is. And I've really learned what it feels like to be fulfilled now.
Yeah, that's fire. Because a lot of people, I ain't gonna say a lot of people. Some people didn't take that time to really like reflect and clear up what they needed to, so they could really function again in society. But it's like a lot of people did, and like you said, you did it, and your business started booming. And it's so funny because people think like it's almost like a contradiction. It's like I'm doing nothing, but I'm focusing on myself. But everything around me, once the world opened back up, starts flowing like crazy.
Literally.
And that's one thing I feel like people miss on, like, if you clear up what's inside, like mentally, spiritually, that shit will have you everything else around you flowing crazy. Like,
Yeah, for real, the best.